And welcome to Gate to Wire. I'm Bruce Casella, along with the very talented Dani Gibson. Hi, Dani.
Bruce, I like that intro.
Well, you are talented. There's no
Thanks.
doubt about that one. Dani, this past Wednesday, the Pennsylvania legislators came to Parx to meet our trainers and others that work behind the scenes here at Parx. Now, to get an education on what it takes to put on the show, the racing show, every day, 24/7, 365, right here at Parx. An important day, wasn't it, Dani?
Oh, absolutely important. Look, these legislators are the voices that we have in Harrisburg. They're, how we are able to race here. And look, they're not from horse racing backgrounds. A
Right.
lot of them, so they need us to show us how many jobs there are, how important these people that live and work back here at Parx Racing, they're paying taxes here. Their kids go to school here. They work here. They're shopping here in the community. So it is so important. Parks creates a lot of jobs, a lot of taxpayers, and it's great to just get a real up close view of how much our horsemen do with these horses and how beloved they really are.
Yeah, it was great to see everybody. They got a nice breakfast in the cotillion room, got a chance to tour the barns, talk to some trainers, some jockeys, and everybody had smiles on their faces, and it was really kind of a cool day to hang out with the legislators here in Pennsylvania. Well, let's take a look at what they saw and how the day went for our Pennsylvania legislators.
Each groom takes care of 5 horses. Most of these guys are here. Most of these guys are here at 4:30 in the morning. They work their butts off, and they don't do it for the money. They do it for the love of the horse.
How great is it to show the legislators up close your barn and take them a good inside look at horse racing on the backside?
I think it's wonderful. I mean, I appreciate them coming and taking an interest, and hopefully it'll trickle back to Harrisburg so people understand how much work and how much effort goes in, how many people are employed, and how much agricultural money comes through the racetrack.
You've been on our board for many years, and you've been a great spokesman for Pennsylvania horse racing, but talk about just how many of our horsemen here have homes and kids go to school and pay taxes, and just the big community.
Oh, I would say probably 80% of the trainers here either live in Bensalem or very close. The fact that we race year-round gives us the opportunity to put our kids into school here, not have to move from track to track like a lot of other places do. And, I've called this home for 40-some years. With the yearling sales, we buy these horses. They've never had a saddle on them. We basically buy them off of looks and conformation. And, you look for that athlete.
By the time you take into account not only the workers here in the barn, but also around supporting it and on the front stretch, you're over 1,000 workers. I mean, that's a lot of employees. And we talked about not only, so it's 365, it's year-round racing, which it doesn't happen very often. And on top of that, we talk about health benefits and charities and support that we have, plus the program for Turning for Home. It's an amazing setup, and we owe a lot to the legislators for being so supportive of us and understanding it. And they're busy with the budget. This is budget season, but they made the time to come out here today, and we're exceptionally grateful for their willingness to come and share their thoughts on how we can all make it better.
Our industry is so tied together with what goes on in Harrisburg. The breeding operation, the green space, all of that is so tied in. And as far as even just as simple as growing the hay and the straw and the feed, and all of the people who are delivering that, and the horse trailers that are getting built. So many of these things that you don't even realize you're touching. And if our industry wasn't here, there'd be a lot of people out of work. So we're way bigger than people think.
I've had a wonderful tour today. I was mentioning to a couple folks, I grew up in Bucks County and the track has been here my whole life. And so really to see the back end of how everything works and how big it is, it's really been so interesting to me, but I also love the fact that I'm really learning about the history and something that's been a part of our community for so long.
It's a great place for families because kids can run around, they can see the horses. I learned today the amount of money that goes into the economy, and that, to me, that's the most important thing, to keep people employed and being able to have a good quality of life.
I didn't realize how extensive of an operation it is, how many horses are here. I think it's something like 1,200 horses are being trained here every single day. That's a huge impact on our local economy, but more importantly, these are great, beautiful animals right in our own backyard.
Everything that you're seeing around you here, seeing the horses, the trainers, the farrier, the dentist, the veterinarians that work here, it's an amazing experience to see what goes into this industry. I mean, it's not just what you see on TV when you watch a race. You see everything involved, from agriculture all the way to veterinary science and everything in between. The economic impact is huge to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
It's important to let them see what we do. You know, a lot of people watch horse racing, they see the horses cross the wire, but as you know, as Bruce knows, there's so much that goes into it. It's really a family back here, it's a village, it's a community. So to let the legislators see what we do day in and day out, it's really important, because when bills come across their desk, when opportunities come across their desk, we need them to be pro-racing, pro-thoroughbred, pro-equine. So to show them that, it puts faces to what they're voting on, it puts a perspective to what they're thinking, and it's just, we could not do more of this. I know we do a lot of events throughout the year. We're very proud of all the events we do, but this is something that it's not just for today or tomorrow. This is for years down the road. So we could not express that more, to tell our stories, to be the soundboard for horsemen at Parx throughout the Commonwealth, and just a really good turnout today, and could not be more excited to take this and just keep building upon it.
Well, Dani, did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a great time. I love talking with them. A lot of the same faces, some new faces, right?
Yes.
So some new legislators, some new lobbyists that are, speaking out for us, for our horse racing community here in Bensalem. And how cool they got to come see racehorses up close. And I'm sure they're going to, help fight for us. And we certainly need them.
Absolutely. No doubt they left with a great impression on how it all works around here and how important horse racing is to Pennsylvania. Well, that's going to do it for this week on Gate to Wire. Everyone, have a great week.
See you at the races.